For Texas A&M quarterback Ryan Tannehill, he had his first career start here on Kyle Field last season just as a junior. It was a game that went down in the books for A&M as a victory over Texas Tech, and for Tannehill, a game that went down in the record books and turned the Aggie season around. Coach Rossley, can you take us back to last season, the Texas Tech game, Ryan Tannehill's career starting debut, and yet he still set records. Can you talk about his performance that game and how it compares to where he is now as a quarterback?
Well, at that point we knew he was a good player, a receiver, and when he came in and played quarterback at that point, we didn't really know what to expect. We saw him a little bit against Kansas, and then when he came into that Tech game, he proved to us what he really is, and that's a good player wherever he plays. So he's getting better and better right now, and we expect that he'll have a big season.
And what do you say to a quarterback when he enters in mid-season like that and then leads the team to consecutive victories? How do you encourage him and lead him and make sure that he can be a leader for the team?
Well, as a quarterback, you can never get too high and you can never get too low. So if you have a terrible game, you still have to stay at that same plateau. And if you have 5 wins against great teams, you can't let it get to your head. You can't. It's still, you can't get. There's no emotions at that position. You have to be steady, and you have to bring everybody with you, and you have to lead the team. And he's good at that. He's a smart guy, understands our offense. He's a leader. Guys look up to him. We're glad we got him.
And you just talked about how he is a leader, but is he filling in and kind of morphed into that vocal leader that Matt Allen was last season for you guys?
A little bit. I mean, right now, I think that this is springtime, and he's a leader, but I think he's a leader by his work ethic, and he'll get on him every once in a while. But a quarterback, you really would rather pick him up, and when a guy makes a bad play, you pick him up and you try to help him out and keep that positive attitude. That's what we need.
Ryan Tannehill has already proved himself at quarterback. He's met all the expectations of a starting quarterback, but looking over his shoulder is a group of quarterbacks fighting and competing to back him up. Just give us a glimpse at the depth chart at quarterback and just who in your eyes right now is leading the race at second string.
Well, they've had a good spring. Starting with Ryan, he's had a good spring, and then Jamil Showers has really made leaps and bounds over where he was at the end of last season. He's a strong-armed, tough guy that had a good off-season, and he's really had a good spring. And that's not to take anything away from Matt. Matt was probably a little bit ahead of him at the end of last year, but believe me, Jamil has made a great push, and Johnny Manziel coming in as a first-year guy is probably ahead of where Jamil and Matt were last year at this time. It's tough coming into this situation, but I'm proud of the way that Jamil's played this spring, and Matt has done well. Also, I'd hate to really say one ahead of the other right now, but I can tell you Jamil's had a real good spring.
You kind of mentioned that about the transformation that Jamil has made. Can you just talk about that and how he has grown so much?
Well, I think everything was a big cloud out there as he took the snap, and there was so much verbiage, and he wasn't real sure, and you could tell it in the way that he played. He was good in drill work, but when it got out there with 11 on 11, it was tough for him to see and produce. And now he's in rhythm. You can see him out there. He's a rhythm passer. He's throwing on his plant foot. He's taking a tight hitch, and he's driving it to the right guy. When he scrambles, he's making good decisions. We're just real pleased, and I know he's real happy at where he's at right now, and we're pleased to see him playing the way he is.
And Jamil bringing that to the table, and each quarterback that you have brings something different to the table and unique. Can you talk about the strengths of each one?
Well, Jamil is really maybe the strongest passer of all of them. He's got a rifle of an arm, and he throws a good tight spiral. Matt is a big, tall guy that makes good decisions, and he's got to play within the game. Jamil and Johnny, both of them can scramble and try to extend the play and make something when the play breaks down. And Ryan, we hope, is the leader that they all look up to and they learn from.
Now, are you confident just yet at this point in spring that if something does happen to Ryan, that one of the younger guys who have not had game experience yet can step in and fill that role?
I think it'd be tough for him, but I think, I'd be confident that they could step in and do a good job. I think, hopefully, knock on wood, it's not going to happen. But we've got guys that are ready to play. I don't know about the freshman if he's ready to play, but I think both Matt Jokel and Jamil Showers would be capable to step in and win for us. We hope we don't get to that point, but they're preparing for that. And I think the teammates around him feel like they've gained confidence in him. I know when the two group goes out there, they kind of rotate reps, and they look up to him. They have got confidence, and they're playing with confidence.
Tune in on Thursday to hear from a pair of seniors who are leaders in the 2010 season. This has been Courtney Rowland for AYTV.